you everyone for being here tonight and agreeing to be part of my research. This is called a focus group, which is just a group discussion about a given topic. Feel free to disagree with each other and comment on each other's thoughts and ideas. Please just talk one at a time so that we can be sure to hear everyone's input. This session will be recorded so that we can return later to review your responses. The subject of this session is snack foods. You're all college students. Snack foods are a big part of our everyday lives, especially at this age. You all have had good and bad experiences with foods. Today we are going to talk about what snack foods meet our needs and how the industry could improve. Before we start, are there any questions about how this is going to run? Okay, so let's go around and discuss how often you purchase snack foods. How often would you say you go to like a convenience store or a grocery store and buy something that would be considered a snack food?
Every week.
Do the vending machines count?
Yeah, vending machines count.
Oh, then several times a week.
Every day.
So, and there are vending machines in your college class like buildings and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And there's like places that sell them.
Yeah, like
On
the-
campus.
Like Java City.
yeah.
Right. Okay, so what would you guys consider to be snack foods? Like what would be your main things you would think of when you hear snack food?
Like Starbucks, I consider a snack food.
Potato chips.
Yeah,
Chips.
chips.
Big
Crackers.
Cheetos.
Candy,
Oatmeal pies.
jalapeno, Cheetos.
Pickles.
All of this sounds
Yeah,
good.
I snack on pickles a lot.
So which ones out of, the snack foods that you guys just named would you say that you purchase a lot?
Coffee.
Chips.
Chips.
Crackers.
Cheetos.
And chips.
Chips.
Cheetos.
Chips.
And gummies.
And gummies. Okay, which ones are your favorites? What type of, say you guys said chips, what type of chips, what brand of chips would you say you want?
Doritos.
Lay's.
The pickles.
Flamin'
Flamin'
Hot
Hot
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
The Flamin' Hot Munchies.
Or Funyuns.
It goes through spells with me.
The rich
Like
munchies are
I'll
really good too.
eat some Cheetos pop for a while and then I'll get on this Doritos kick and then something else. And it just kind of
I like
depends.
Sometimes-
chips and salsa.
Chips
Yeah.
and salsa?
Chips and
I can live off that.
Sometimes I choose the chips depending what's on sale that week. Like Pringles 2 for $5. I'm getting Pringles that
Yeah.
So I'm not sale.
Yeah, price is a big factor for college students, when you say.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, how much would you say that price factors into your decisions?
100%. It's
Okay.
like $5 a month.
Try and talk like one person at a time, just so that for the recording's sake, that when we watch back, we can hear what each individual person is saying. So what I know, Megan, you said something about price.
So anything cheap I will buy, if I need it.
Okay, Courtney.
I would say getting like the Walmart brand over Lay's. brand
Especially
is
as a college
smarter.
student.
It kind of tastes the same and it's cheaper.
Okay, Megan.
Like walking a little farther on campus, because the stores have like the 25-cent bags of chips as compared to the vending machines like 75 cents.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Does anybody else have anything to add to the pricing section, Miriam?
Kroger has manager specials where they put like things on, like tags on things that are about to expire. So I'll just get the chips because I know they'll be gone in like 2 days.
That's a good idea. How do these products appeal to you, the chips that you guys have been talking about? You guys mentioned Doritos, you mentioned Cheetos. What about those is appealing to you?
It's spicy.
Cheesy and spicy is
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Okay, so the taste.
The texture.
Easy.
Quick and easy, so convenience is a big factor. You said texture.
Yeah, the texture. Chip.
Okay. Texture is a big thing for people.
Craving sometimes.
Craving, sometimes, you're studying late at night and you might want, some Doritos or something.
Price too. I mean,
Price.
you can buy like a lot of junk food for $10 instead of going to like get a salad and fruit and stuff like that. It's more expensive.
Right, so we've said convenience, price, taste, and texture would probably go in the same category. What else did we say?
I was gonna add one more, like with fruit, like you were saying. I would love to get fruit and have it in my fridge and not worry about it going bad, but I feel like I'm in a rush to eat it. Where if I buy a bag of chips, or like sometimes I even get something weird like croutons, I know that's not gonna go bad that fast.
Right, so it's not necessarily unperishable, but it lasts longer, so like the duration of use for the good. All right, as a college student, what do you look for when you purchase food? When you go down the aisles at a store, when you're looking in that vending machine, what makes you decide to buy one thing over the other
The
thing?
package.
The package,
Like
that's a
how
big
you
deal.
notice the new flavors and stuff.
Emily?
I mean, a lot has to do with like what I know when I go to the store, oh, I wanna spend this amount, I don't wanna exceed this amount, and if I see like, oh, I don't know, Doritos are cheaper than Cheetos, which sometimes they are, then I'm gonna go with the Doritos to save me even 50 cents, because it adds up no matter what.
It really does. Britt?
Spring break's coming up, so carbs and calories.
Right, so but depending on the time of year might influence your buying decision.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Advertisement, if I see a commercial for it and it looks really good, I'm probably gonna buy it.
Right.
The chicken and waffles.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Right.
I was gonna say like seasonal flavors too,
Yeah.
like in the
Yeah.
winter time when they have stuff that's like pepperminty,
Mhm.
like the Chex Mix.
Or
that
pumpkin,
little orange
gingerbread,
pumpkin
and
stuff.
Oreos.
You
That's
also
awesome.
have to think about convenience, like chips. Like I'm always literally on the run, and I could see myself realistically eating a bag of chips rather than bringing a bag of fruit with me somewhere, because it's hard. It's not very convenient when you just are snacking as you like walk to class or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right, so
So it's
we all agree that as a whole, just chips and like snack foods in general are just much more convenient for college students.
Mhm.
Well, for everybody really, but for especially college students in our lifestyle. What jumps out at you more, packaging or price? Which one jumps out at you when you go to the grocery store looking at a vending machine?
Price.
Definitely price. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you say like packaging jumps out at you? Like, does that matter? I know somebody said it did matter to them, but does that matter to all of you?
I mean, it depends, because like you can buy, oh yeah, the bag of chips, the big bag, but you open it, it's only halfway full. So I mean, you try to take that into consideration whenever you're buying it, because like half it's like it's just air, and it's like, do I really want to waste my money getting this, where I could get like the family one, where it's a little more expensive, but you get a lot more. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, I mean, packaging has a lot.
So
to do with it.
quantity inside of the package. Megan?
Someone else said like store brand versus name brand. I feel like I usually look at the packaging to see new flavors, but like the store brand usually has more chips in theirs too. They
Okay.
have more quantity.
That's a good point. Marion?
If I'm at a place like Subway where they're like, get a bag of chips, I always go for like the baked or like the kettle ones, because
Mhm.
I know the kettle are getting like really crispy, and then the baked are like healthier.
Right.
So that's when you don't even think about price, because regardless, the bag of chips at Subway with your meal is gonna be the same.
It's your personal preference.
Yeah.
Megan?
I would say the packaging definitely jumps out at you at first, but then once you get past the packaging, you look at price.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So like, say, does color influence your decision? Like if you're walking down an aisle, if something's brightly packaged, like really bright blue or something like that, would you be more lenient? Would it catch your eye more versus something that was maybe like brown?
Yeah.
See, I almost like the brown ones more, because like the baked, it almost looks like healthier. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
The
that makes
brown
sense.
packaging looks healthier to me, so
Like
I'm like,
organic.
yeah, like you had those like round Tostito chips that were brown, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, those are probably not that bad for me. Brown packaging.
It's all about perception.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the chip section, like Doritos and everything are bright, but if you look at like the kettle corn, they're always like
Neutral
that matte
colors.
color. Like it's not
Right.
shiny. It's very like dull, and it kind of symbolizes like the organic and healthy.
Okay, so you all agree that the gloss kind of symbolizes something that's just tasty but might not necessarily be the best for you, and then matte you might feel like would be a little bit lower calories.
I mean,
and
it has
a
to
little
do with
healthier.
like personally, I kind of have to be in the mood for chips. Like I really do. Like if I'm not in the mood for chips, I'm not gonna buy them.
Mhm.
But like Chex Mix, to me, gives me the same like satisfying crunch and saltiness and texture and all that kind of stuff, especially the little brown thing. Like,
Those are my favorite things.
like it gives me, and I know that like it's not. I mean, it might be but in my mind, it's not as like fatty like than a Doritos or Lay's potato chip,
Okay.
which is just nothing but salty.
Right. Okay. How could snack food producers better meet your needs as college students? Your individual needs. So maybe you guys said convenience was a big deal, price was a big deal. How could they better satisfy those needs for you guys?
Low calorie.
A low calorie snack food,
And
especially
make it
around spring
taste
break.
good. Make a low calorie taste good. Like I don't like the baked potato chips because they don't taste good to me. Like they're just like frail, and I mean it's just like I know I don't want a potato chip.
Megan?
Maybe find a way to make them more healthier. Does that make sense? So that we're still eating what we need to keep going, kind of thing, but it's not as bad for us as
Right.
you know.
That makes sense. Megan?
You can put like the healthier choices, like the kettle corn or the baked in the vending machines. Like
Yeah.
they don't give those options. They just give like the
That's a good
sugary
idea.
ones.
That's true. They give very limited options in the
Yeah.
vending machines on campus, so maybe offering some more health conscious choices.
And they can offer more vending machines. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Miriam?
I've seen like some organic